What's going on, guys? My name is Trevor and welcome back to my channel. November is officially over. We've made it to the last month of the year, but before we get into December movies, we got to take a look back at all the 2019 November releases that I saw. I saw 8 total 2019 movies in the month of November, but 2 big movies I did not get a chance to see. A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood and The Irishman. Those are the 2 big movies I never got a chance to see. I'm sorry I have not found 3.5 hours of time to sit on my bed and watch a Netflix movie. But other than that, we got 8 movies to talk about. We're going to rank them. But before we give you guys my ranking, go ahead and join me down in the comment section. Let me know what you guys thought of the month of November as a whole for movies. Possibly one of the best months for movies, I think possibly ever, at least of this year. Lots of awesome movies. Let me know what you guys thought of them. And with that said, let's get started. And coming in last place is Lady and the Tramp, right there at number 8. Disney Plus's new movie, and it was fine. The only word I could use to describe this film is it was sweet. It was cute. It's something we've seen a bunch of times before this year. In a 2019 year full of Disney live-action remakes, this one didn't add to the noise. It wasn't anything really positive, anything really negative. It was kind of just there. That's all I really got to say about it. At number 7 is Disney Plus's Noelle, and from this point on, I really enjoyed all these movies. And I really enjoyed Noelle. It's the female-led version of Elf. Anna Kendrick is playing Noelle, and she is so sweet and naive, and she's from the North Pole and goes on an adventure to actually Arizona to find her brother and tells everyone he's Santa Claus. If that humor's not going to land for you, then you will not enjoy this movie. For me, the humor landed. I loved it. I thought Anna Kendrick was great. She's this little silly elf. She grabs a mimosa, takes a sip, and spits it out like, ugh, that's not a good drink. It's just funny because she's so naive and doesn't know anything going on in the real world or what the heck's about. It's sweet. I almost felt myself crying at one point. It gave me chills all over. And this is a Christmas movie I'm going to show my family. I'm going to watch with my girlfriend many, many times. I think this is going to be one of my top 10 favorite Christmas movies possibly ever. One I watch every Christmas season. It's sweet. It's funny. It's an overall really, really good film. At number 6 is Dr. Sleep. And I actually got to see this a week early in October, but it's a November release, so we're talking about it here. And it was a fantastic movie, and I feel no one really went to go see it. It doesn't really feel like a Shining sequel, so lots of people who haven't seen The Shining kind of are eyeing away. Like, maybe I won't go see it because it is a sequel. The only thing really about it that makes it seem like a sequel is the last 25 minutes. There's lots of nostalgia from the first film. Other than that, it's wicked. It's epic. Rebecca Ferguson, she is, oh my goodness, she is so dang fantastic. And Ewan McGregor, he plays this really dirty, alcoholic character so well. He's really believing, like, were you an alcoholic in a past life? I don't know. And it's just a really good movie. Wasn't all that scary. That was my biggest disappointment with it. But other than that, it was entertaining. It had lots of action. It had a really good fight scene in the forest. And it was funny. And it was just intense. And it was 2.5 hours, but it never felt 2.5 hours. It felt like an intense, engaging movie. And I was entertained to the max. If you guys haven't seen Dr. Sleep, I'm not sure how many theaters it's still in. But you guys need to check it out, because it's bloody fantastic. At number 5 is Queen and Slim, a movie I really want to talk about, but over the holiday weekend, I never really got a chance to sit down and give you guys my review, so buckle up, because here's a quick review for Queen and Slim real fast. It's amazing, and I really love this film. Might crack my top 10, I'm not too sure, but it is fantastic, and that's how competitive this month of November was. Queen and Slim is intense, emotional, engaging. You're on the run, but overall, it's a love story. That's what I really took from it, and a couple other people have been saying that. I'm like, that's exactly what it is. You see how they start out. Their first date turns into the run of their lives. It's intense. It's so dang emotional. The ending, I was thoroughly surprised when it ended. I literally jumped out of my seat with my hands on my face like, oh my goodness. You're rooting for these characters. And the whole time, when they might have done something wrong, they did break the law, they are the good guys in this category, this scenario. You are rooting for them the whole time, like, go, 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 go. They're on the run. They keep meeting up with different people. And how it ends, I thought it ended really, really well. The one big problem for me, what makes it not probably go higher on this list, is that the pacing has issues sometimes. There's about probably 20 to 25 minutes you might be able to cut out of the movie. I get sometimes some of it kind of prolongs it, but it seemed kind of repetitive a couple times, and the pacing of that issue was my biggest issue with the film. Felt a little bit too slow at times, but other than that, Queen and Slim is fantastic. Daniel Kaluuya is goddamn amazing, and Jodie Foster Smith, I think that's her name. Don't crucify me. I'm sorry. She was great. Their chemistry was beautiful, and again, how this movie ended, I was almost brought to tears. I was like, holy moly, it's great. At number 4 is Netflix's The King, another movie that no one's really talking about. Timothy Chalamet is my guy. He's my favorite working actor today. Him and Mahershala Ali are my 2 favorite working actors. And anything Timothy does, to me, is gold. And again, it's his goal with this movie. And it took me 2 times to watch it. It's a slow burn. You really have to go in thinking about that. The trailer makes it seem to be a big action, kind of impactful movie. it's very much a slow burn. Seeing Timothée Chalamet, whose character is kind of a party guy, and he's a prince and his dad's the king, and he has to go and fill the shoes of the king. And when he does, and how he kind of embodies the screen when he's on there. He's so selfless, but he's also kind of selfish, and he's so emotional. It's an over 2-hour movie, but you're so engaged. Joel Edgerton is a real big standout here. He's fantastic. Ben Mendelsohn is in it a little bit, but Robert Pattinson and his French accent, I can't do a French accent. I was going to try to do it, I can't. It's just amazing. And Timothée Chalamet gives this monologue. Look up the King Timothée Chalamet speech. It is bloody fantastic. Like, it's so intense and emotional. And Timothy honestly could get nominated for an Best Actor for this movie. He won't, because I know it's a very competitive year. But it's so good to see him in a different type of role, different kind of from. It's definitely a drama movie, but more of an intense action movie rather than those indie dramas he's been doing. He kind of came out of his character, came out of his element a little bit, and he just captured the screen, and he is fucking amazing. At number 3 is Frozen 2. I love this goddamn movie. It is gorgeous and beautiful. The animation is better, and I think it's better than the first. This is probably my favorite Disney revival film. The songs are so dang catchy. No more Let It Go. Now we got Into the Unknown. You got a new Olaf song, and Jonathan Groff, he plays Kristoff. He's got a fantastic voice, but this movie was so just impactful and emotional. Me and my girlfriend literally both looked at each other with tears going down our face. That is the first time I actually shed multiple tears within a movie. And it's made for little kids. I was like, what in the frick-frackin' crap-a-dack is going on here? It's so sweet, and Olaf is just hilarious. Samantha, if you guys seen the movie, that's the funniest line of the whole film. Anna and Elsa are back better than ever, and it's a different story, and it followed so dang beautifully. It wasn't kind of more of the same. It was so much different, so much new characters, such a new kind of animation style, everything. And it just worked. The only thing that seems similar to the first is the structure of the film. Okay, we had a song with the whole group. Everyone's singing it. Okay, then Elsa has a song, then Anna has a song. Stuff goes on. They get split up. And at the end, it's a happy ending. That's not a spoiler. That's just, you obviously can tell the movie's going to go. It's sweet and it's emotional and it's really dang good. I'm going to go see it again probably in a couple of days with my girlfriend. She's seen it twice already, and it's the best animated film of the year, and it's definitely one of the top 10 best films of the year. My runner-up is Knives Out, a murder mystery whodunit that didn't have as much questions as I thought it was going to. I predicted who was going to be it before I went into the film. I just had a feeling, and I went with it, and I won. I'm not going to tell you who it is. I don't want to give you any spoilers. It's a fantastic film. But you find out who did it halfway through the film, which I thought was interesting. I was like, okay, that's kind of different, because I know it's over 2 hours. It's about an hour 20 in. We have another hour left in this film. Where are we going to go? And the twists and turns, and they keep saying they had so many loose strings everywhere, and they ought to be tied up into a beautiful bow at the end. And if one of those strings didn't add up, the bow would not look like a bow. And the entire time, each one, you're like, okay, what about this? You had about 8 different scenarios where you're like, this has to be tied up, this has to be tied up. The last about 10 minutes of the film, and Daniel Craig, he's the biggest standout ever, but he's the detective, and he puts it all together at the end, and it turned into the most glorious $1 million bow I've ever seen. I was like, wow. I literally sat there and said at the end of the film, I said, wow, that was truly epic. That was truly beautiful. Daniel Craig and his accent, it's kind of weird, but and Ryan Johnson recently said that he wants to team up with Daniel Craig and take Daniel Craig's character and do a kind of whodunit every couple years, and I'm for that. I think Ryan Johnson could be the king of whodunits. It didn't keep me as guessing as I wanted to, but how the movie played out, I was really just like, I don't know how they did that. I don't know who could write that. I don't know how you even craft that together, but it just worked. It was great. Knives Out is definitely one of my top 5 favorite films of the year. It's a crazy year for movies, but Knives Out, it's one you want to take the whole family to see. Oh, let's watch this murder mystery. You watch it, everyone. You watch it again. You watch it again, and it's freaking amazing. In first place is Ford v Ferrari. I got to see this movie twice, and it's my favorite film of the year. Christian Bale and Matt Damon they're amazing. I can't wait to see what they do next. I want to see them on the screen again together, but this movie is intense, and that's what I really took from it. I literally felt like I just got done racing when I walked out of the theater. I was like, holy moly, they put you in the passenger seat, and Christian Bale is driving you 240 miles per hour past the finish line. And that's exactly what it felt like. You're sitting there just, holy moly, laughing, engaged. It is intense. You feel as if you were there. James Mangold has another masterpiece on his hands, right up there with Logan. Matt Damon and Christian Bale are great. Christian Bale plays this witty, kind of a dick character, and you love him. You're like, God, you're the best. And Matt Damon is a more sophisticated businessman in the film, playing Carroll Shelby. And he gives this monologue at the end that the first time hit me more than the second time, but they play the music in the background, and the monologue he gives it's really sad. And the first time I watched it, almost shed a couple tears. It's emotional, it's intense, it's freaking fantastic, and it is a fucking amazing movie. So there you guys have it, all 8 2019 November releases I saw. If you guys are still watching, go ahead and comment down below, hashtag #4V Ferrari. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do me a favor and go see a movie, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!